Good morning, students. Today we will start the part 2 of continuity and differentiability. So this is a very interesting part will be. So look here, this we will do question number 19. Here 19 questions show that gx is equal to x minus greatest integer of x is discontinuous at all integral point where this sign is greatest integer function. Look here, this gx is x equal to x minus greatest integer of x at x equal to a. Let a is integer point. Now we will do first left hand limit. Limit x tends to a minus gx. A minus means less than a. So first of all we write the value of gx, that is x minus greatest integer of x. Now we will suppose here x equal to a minus h. Here x tends to a, then h tends to 0 will be. These all value we will put here. We will get here limit h tends to 0 a minus h bracket minus greatest integer of a minus h, and greatest integer of a minus h will be equal to a minus 1. So look here, what we get, limit h tends to 0 a minus h minus bracket a minus h, and a will cancel and you will get limit h tends to 0 minus h plus 1 equal to 1. Now similarly we will find the right hand limit. Right hand limit is limit x tends to a plus. A plus means more than a will be. Now here limit x tends to a plus x minus greatest integer of x, and we will suppose here x equal to a plus h, and then x tends to a, then h tends to 0 will be. These all value will put, you will get limit h tends to 0 a plus h minus greatest integer of a plus h, and greatest integer of a plus h means a integer you add a very less number means it will be a only. So what you get, limit h tends to 0 a plus h minus a. This a cancel and you get here h, and h value is 0, so you get limit h tends to 0 h equal to 0. Now you can check this ga will be equal to place of x you put a only, so you get this integers is a minus a means 0 will be. So left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit but equal to ga, so it is a gx is not continuous at x equal to a, which is an integral point. Now look here, you understand the greatest integer. You have this 1.37 and greatest integer means you write only the integer part, that is equal to 1. And if you have 0.27 and greatest integer means it will be 0. So you understand by this that if you have 1 plus 0.3 means it will be 1 only, and 1 minus 0.3 will be here 0 will be. So all we understand this. So you have here a minus 1 into a minus h, greatest integer will be a minus 1 will be. Question number 23 we do, find all point of discontinuity of fx. Fx equal to sin x upon x when x is less than 0, and x plus 1 when x is greater than equal to 0. Now we will do first left hand limit. Left hand limit will be limit x tends to 0 minus fx. 0 minus means less than 0, and less than 0 value we have already sin x upon x, that you will put, and this is a standard formula that limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x equal to 1. So you will get this left hand limit equal to 1. Similarly find the right hand limit. Right hand limit means limit x tends to 0 plus fx means more than 0. More than 0 we have this value is x plus 1. So you will put here x plus 1, and now you put place of x 0, you get 0 plus 1 means 1. Now f0 means here this is value is x plus 1 again, so 0 plus 1 means 1. So you can get here left hand limit equal to right hand limit equal to f0, means here function fx is continuous at x equal to 0. For x greater than 0 and for x less than 0 fx is also continuous, means we can say that there is no point of discontinuity, means it is continuous everywhere. All you understand this? Question number 24, determine if f defined by fx equal to x square sine 1 upon x when x is not equal to 0, and 0 when x equal to 0. So here we will check the limit x tends to 0 fx. Fx is what is x square sine 1 upon x. So you will write here. So now you will put here place of x 0. So what you get? 0 into sine infinity. Infinity means minus 1 to 1, you can have any value. So 0 into minus 1 to 1 means you will get here 0. And fx is 0, 8 x equal to 0, that is already given in question. Means you can check here, limit x tends to 0, fx is equal to f0, means fx is continuous 8x equal to 0, means the function is continuous 8x equal to 0. So all you understand this is a very simple question. Now question number 26 we checks fx. This 26 is very important question, very important. Look here, fx is given to you k cos x upon pi minus 2x when x is not equal to pi by 2, and 3 when x is pi by 2. 8 x equal to pi by 2, function is continuous. You have to find the value of k. You have to find here k, find k, okay. Already said limit is limit x tends to pi by 2 k cos x upon pi minus 2x. Now here you will suppose x equal to pi by 2 minus h. Place of x you put pi by 2 minus h, then x tends to pi by 2, then x tends to 0 will be. So all value you will put here, you will get here x tends to 0. Look here, place of this you will write here limit x tends to 0, and place of x you write here pi by 2 minus h. This here in denominator also place of x you write pi by 2 minus h. So look here, when you open this you get k you take common outside, and cos pi by 2 minus h means cos is in a first quadrant is positive, this and change means sin h will be, and denominator you get here 2 cancel, pi cancel, minus 2h, and 2 you take common outside. So remaining in bracket this k by 2 is outside, and inside you get limit h tends to 0 sin h by h, and this is a standard, that is value is 1. So we get this k by 2 into 1 means k by 2 means left limit we get k by 2. You can find here left hand limit, right? Left hand limit also you can find, that is the same type, or if you want you can find your right hand limit, both is you will get k by 2. Now function value fx is given 3, 8 x equal to pi by 2. So f pi by 2 is equal to 3. Limit is equal to 3 means this k by 2 equal to 3 means k equal to 6 you get. This is a very simple question, so you understand and do yourself. Now question number 30, this is also very important question and many times given in board exam. Find the value of a and b so that this function fx is when x is greater than equal to 2, ax plus b when x is greater than 2 less than 10, and 21 when x is greater than equal to 10, and is continuous function, and you have to find here a and b. Look here, so first we check what x equal to 2. X equal to 2 we will take x equal to, why we take, because for greater than, less than, greater than, all values are given to you. Left hand limit is limit x tends to 2 minus fx. 2 minus means less than 2. For less than 2 we have 5, so you can put here 5. So you will get this left hand limit is 5. Now we will do the right hand limit. In right hand limit we will write the formula limit x tends to 2 plus fx. 2 plus means more than 2. More than 2 we have ax plus b. So you can put here ax plus b. Place of x you put 2. We get 2a plus b. So we get this right hand limit is 2a plus b. Now fx equal to 5, 8x equal to 2. So now look here, this limit equal to, right hand limit equal to f2. Why left hand limit, right hand limit equal to f2? Because function is given continuous. So 5 equal to 2a plus b equal to 5 we get. Means we get first equation 2a plus b equal to 5. This is the first equation. Okay, same as it is we will do for x equal to 10. For x equal to 10, left hand limit will be limit x tends to 10 minus fx, and fx is for less than 10 we have here ax plus b. So you can put here ax plus b. Place of x you put 10, so you get here 10a plus b, and fx equal to 21, x equal to 10. So f10 equal to 21. Now left hand limit equal to f10 you can write. Left hand limit is 10a plus b and f10 is 21. So we get here two equations, first equation and second equation. These two equations you have to solve by elimination method. Look at this, I am writing here 10a plus b equal to 21 and 2a plus b equal to 5. This you will subtract, so you get 8a equal to 16. So a equal to 2 we get. Now equal to you will put into equation 1, so you get 2a plus b equal to 5. Now 2 into 2 plus b equal to 5, so b equal to 1. So this is the answer, a equal to 2 and b equal to 1 you get. Look at this question is very important, and this question if you get in a board exam, this will be 4 marks. So do practice in a proper way. Look here, this formula, important formula. Yeah, I will write here d by dx. You can write here capital D also. Okay, so this is a very simple. Now look here, differential of x power n, differential of x power n, you can write n x power n minus 1.